Hello again. Previously we went over your basic data types and things like that and how to set one up. So now we're going to go over calculations. Start off with the basic public class that has to be at the top of everything. Though this is untitled now, I'm probably just going to call it test like everything else. And usual public static void name string. I should spell that right. Alright, calculations. Even though it doesn't sound like you'd need it much, it's probably a lot of calculations that you're going to need to know. There's basically there's only about 5 or 6 main ones. I'll show you all of them on there. First you have plus, minus, your percentage sign, which may sound a bit weird. Yeah, that's about all of the basic ones you'll need to know, just those 5. I'll show you an example of all of them anyway. Plus, start a new variable, int, which is called plus is equal to 5. So now the new one, we can go plus is equal to plus 5. So this part here, in here, by the way, those parts are where you leave your comment. Anything you write after this isn't compiled by the code. So that plus is equal to 5 here. And here plus is equal to 10. Since it's plus, which has a value of 5, plus 5 is 10. So now we can reset the value back to the original and try for a minus. So plus is equal to plus minus 3. So here again, plus is equal to 5, and here plus is equal to 2, since you have minus 3. Alright, and resetting the value again, show you one of those, probably the most complicated one. So we've done them, then moving on to this one here. This one's hardest to grasp. Plus is equal to plus percentage sign 2. So in this case, your plus is equal to 5. And this one here, this basically means when it's kind of like division, except it's not counting the amount of times a number goes into that, it's getting the remainder. So say 20 divided by 9 goes twice. So you go 9, 18, and then you have 2 remainder. So if you do this from 20 percentage sign 9, the answer would be 2, because that's getting the remainder off it. So here, plus, which is 5, percentage sign 2, 2 goes into 5 twice with 1 remainder. So here, plus would equal to 1. Alright, now that we've done those 3, we'll go on to the division. This part's a little bit tricky for your variables, because if you have, say, we'll start with a double first. You have double divide is equal to, say, 20. So you could easily go divide is equal to divide divided by 2. Divided by 2. So here, divide would be equal to 20, and this part here, divide would be equal to 10, because it's divided by 2. It's supposed to have 3 dots on the end of it because it is a double, so it has places after the decimal spot. So if I went divide is equal to 2.0, divide is equal to 20.00, divide is equal to divide divided by 9. I'll do a bit of an easy one. Maths isn't my strong point. Divided by 3. Here, divide would be equal to, give me a bit, 6.66, right there, 6.66, see decimal number? See here, we had a decimal because we were using a double divided by 3. You don't need the point on the end, but it's good practice to have it. Right, but if we tried to do the similar thing with plus, which is an integer, so plus is equal to 20, plus is equal to plus divided by 3. Alright, originally plus was equal to 20, however, if we divide it by 3, instead of it being equal to 6.66, plus is equal to only 6, because it has nothing past the decimal, has no decimal places after it, so it's just cut off 6. So if the answer for one of your questions mathematically should be like that, if this was an int, the answer would actually just be a plain 7, because they don't hold decimal places integers, plain 7. Alright, and finally the multiplication sign. This one's pretty basic anyway, so int multi is equal to 5, multi is equal to multi times by 5. So here multi is equal to 5, and this part here multi is equal to 25. And that's basically all the calculations so far. So just to recap, you have your plus, you have your minus, you have your percentage sign, you have your division, and you have your times. And also as an added benefit, this, whenever you see this, this is a comment. Whatever's put here will not be compiled, so you can put as much as you possibly want here. And even if it doesn't have any semicolon at the end, then it doesn't matter, still compile nicely. And if you're going to do comments that are multiple lines, you do this. Alright, multiple line comments, these will not be compiled, and neither will this. It's always good to have comments so you know what you're doing. You don't really need them when you're starting the actual program, but if you come back to it in another month or a week, you're going to really be thanking yourself for those comments. Really be thanking yourself. Just quick check to make sure everything's right. Yes, 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 yes. Good. There we go, that should compile nicely. The system.out.print line that was shown in the previous one. I just write this down somewhere, it'll come in handy. So the answers are plus divide plus multi. There we go. Simple as that. Alright, so we save this as test.jar, which is the exact same as the public test there. So in our terminal, test.java, see if that goes. Strange, it's still, oh, got to save it, alright. Precision. So, as you can see from that, so that's warned me there, loss of precision, because I was using an int divided by a double, which is leading me to get number with no decimal places. Let's try that again. And test. And so, see how it's come all jumbled and horrible like that? That's because in my system.printf I have no spaces, so if I went like that, to add spaces to everything, like that, and saved it, recompiled it, it would show spaces. Anyway, that's that side of it. You should be able to grasp calculations from that. All you have to really remember is, as I said, your plus, minus, percentage sign, though you don't really use that much, division, multiplication. That's all you remember for this one, and that'll be that. Thanks for that.